Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. There is a new event in AFK Arena and I think you wanna take a look at that. That's not that big, but it's really important. So basically when 171 will drop, you will see that Autumnal and Extravagances is out. You'll be able to get 1.5k diamonds and pick one of those chest of wish reward, which is pretty straightforward. It's kinda easy, but what's important, yes, you can collect that. What's important is that in the events, now, other than bountiful bounties, you also have shop refreshes. That's new. That wasn't been in AFK Arena, like that's haven't been here ever. And that's really good because actually that will allow you to do first 2 times refresh for free for the store, guild store and challenger store. What does it mean for all of us guys, even the free-to-play guys? When you are far away in the campaign, basically when you reach the point when you have those 250 points here, you want to do those every day. So what you want to do, well, what I usually do, I buy elemental shards. This is a good value for the gold. I buy dust all the time, hero's essence for the gold. I buy points all the time, and sometimes I also buy amplifying emblems if I have extra money. They are pretty expensive, but that's a good value as well. After that you do the reset, which is, even if it's 100 diamonds, it's still worth it, and you go for those again. So as long as you have money, as long as you're rich, you can go for that. And by making those free right now, which is really interesting, you will be able to get that without spending diamonds, and that will allow you to get more resources, which is really nice. And after that, the next refresh will cost you 100 diamonds, and this is really cool. I'm curious to see if there will be more. Yeah, so we can do 4 or 5 refreshes per day. That's insane thing, guys, specifically if you have the gold. If you don't have the gold, if you're running out of that, that's the problem for you. But other than that, okay, so it's done, and it will be 4 refreshes instead of 3, I think. I don't know why it's such a different number, but that's pretty cool. You will be able to get more resources out of this quite easily. Another thing is guild store. Over here, like if you have any extra resources, it's good for you. If you don't, you can always do those resets in order to look for dimensional gear down here. Because this is like the best way to get dimensional gear for the upcoming or for the heroes that you have. You can always refresh it and get the stones as well if you want to. I mean, tier 3 ones are the best. So, unless you got to the tier 3 stones, you can get some tier 1 and tier 2, but after that, it's not recommended to go for those. I would recommend getting tier 3 that you want, and you can roll it like that in order to get the ones that you need, and look for the factional gear, for the dimensional gear that you want down here. And if you get it, you can buy it right now, and it will be easier for you. And in other cases, I won't recommend resetting that, because that doesn't really worth it that much. And the last one is challenger store over here. Well, over here, it's recommended to go for Zolrat. So only in case if you have extra challenger tokens, which is not the case for the most people. You can do the reset before the refresh. So I think on the global it will kind of land at the same time, so they will be like cooldown running the refresh, so you can get 2 copies of Zolrat if you have resources for that. If you don't, that won't be that much of a use for you, because usually you spend those before you can kinda get the refresh. So it might be small, but it will last for 7 days, and that will save you 200 diamonds per day, which equals to 1.4k diamonds, which is really nice. Moreover, I would like to talk a little bit about the Fruits of Summer rewards if you didn't get them yet. I made a guide on that back in the day, but right now I have the new info that might be useful for some players because I got the feedback. So let me show you which rewards will be the best for you over here. So on the test server we did everything we could, and the drops will end really soon, so now it's time to pick the rewards. Personally, I got to 540, so really close to the silver chest. I think I skipped a day or something, but in any case, you should be able to get a lot of different options over here in the Fruits of Summer, and you can get the Celestial Heroes, and you might want to go for Alna here, which is totally fair opportunity if you want to build her up, but in terms of value, I'll make a separate guide on the value a bit later. Other rewards would be better. So in season made this fantastic table over here that kinda explains the diamond value of each of those rewards, and over here at the right you can see the relative value of diamonds per seedling. So that means that the best diamonds per quest item rewards for you. And you will be surprised, but the best reward here is Twisted Essence. Like, the Twisted Essence will give you the highest yield in terms of diamonds. Like, that's the best return on diamonds for you, and that's a really good option. After that goes the red emblem chests, which are just below that. Then goes the power points, then goes the tier 3 stones. Only that, there are normal and legendary emblems, and only after that goes the cores. The shards and the cores, they have the same value. So out of those, if you are aiming for min-maxing for the highest priority, for the highest progression, it is recommended to pick out of those 3 from the top. And how I would advise you guys to pick it: based on how far you are in the game, how good your teams are, you might want to go not for the Duros 3 Twisted Essences, but for the emblems, because those are really important for your hero progression. But if you have all your core heroes, like if you have your main teams ready set up with the signature items, you might want to go for the Twisted Essences, because that will boost your Elders tree quite a lot, and that will help with all your heroes, and that will give you more stat bonuses and more options. Another option, if you are if your Elder tree is really high and you're good on that, you might want to go for power points for the furniture. But then again, like, out of here, we can see that the best value here are those top 2, and most of the players, like 95% of the players, would be good going for one of those. So for the earlier chapters, for the early players, it will be this red chest. For the late game players, it will be Twisted Essence. Moreover, there is an honorable mention of priority for coal. 5-star coal is really important for a lot of team compositions and end game progression. So if you don't have that and you are rushing, so my take on the Duros coal is this: like, if you are playing for the long-term progression, you can get it for free. So you don't want to spend diamonds on that, you don't want to spend your event items on that, you would like to go with the relative value. But if you want it right now in order to push as far as possible in the deficit, in high deficit areas, or you really want to get it up, you can go for it. You can go for it over here and get it to 5 stars. That's an option. As for efficiency for pulling Alna or any other Sele Hypo hero out of the event, in terms of the event item cost, it's 3.75 times higher than getting the Twisted Essences, but in terms of the value, it's way lower. So the value of the Stargazer hero is about 13k diamonds, and you can easily see here that value of this reward will be way higher than stargazing, than one Alna, for example. So it's better, like, if you are playing the long term in the big game, it would be better to spend diamonds on stargazing, but you will need those Twisted Essences, emblems and power points anyway, so it's better to get them this way, because it will be more efficient than buying them out of somewhere else, so you will progress faster overall like that. And yeah, guys, I plan to do the diamond world guide. It's actually in the works. I'm working with in season on that one as well. Let me know what do you think about that idea, and let me know what do you think about this small guide about the current event and the rewards for the fruits of summer. While you go into the comments, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends and gillies, and subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button, check the video comment and the video description for the Discord link. We are waiting for you over there to discuss everything, and there are more AFK arena guides and hero breakdowns over there as well. You will like those. Those are really good right now, and I did my best to make them, well, good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time. Soviet out. До свидания.